So once we purchased the block through Everleigh and Mirvac, one of the important things for us was that the land was already registered. We're not very patient people, particularly one of us, but so we just wanted to make sure that it was ready to go. So once we'd bought the land, the next steps for us was very much around getting the build right and our plans for the build, and to sort of tie all that up with our mortgage as well. So we wanted all that to go through at one stage and at one point, which just made it easier and a lot, I guess, more seamless. And Mirvac was very accommodating to that, which in the end made our lives very easy. It come to settlement date, which meant our mortgage settled, the land was then ours, and the build all sort of fell in line as well. So once we signed the contract with the builder, the next stage was to get everything in line that we needed to know and understand about the land itself. So we did have surveyors and soil tests completed on the block, and had to wait for those results to come back before we locked in fixed price contracts with our builder. After that, it was, I guess, finishing off our plans. Once again, not the most patient, so we skipped one part of our building process, which was, I guess, straight to tender with our builder. We knew exactly what we wanted. The house was pretty much exactly right, so we didn't want to just wait around for an extra step when we were quite happy with where the plans were sitting. And then started going through the council approvals, got that signed off, and then used the Everleigh portal to move through that next stage of getting covenant approval.
We thought to an extent that the original plan we did have, especially for landscaping, was going to be perfect, and when they came back that we needed more gardens, we were like, oh okay, maybe that'll be too much garden. And then when we put it in, I cannot imagine our house not having both gardens on both sides. For us, an important facet was finding a block that was already registered. So we were very lucky that we didn't have to go through the process of waiting for our land to be constructed. For us, we found a block straight away that was registered, so we could jump straight in and build as soon and as quickly as possible. For us, our solicitor managed all of the process and the handover between Everleigh and I guess ourselves to an extent. So it was smooth sailing, and our solicitor and our mortgage broker worked really well together to get this all done. So for us, we pretty much just sat back and waited, and it was very, very quick. And
then settlement and handover day for us was, we still went to work and did everything standard. Just that afternoon, I think we got a couple of messages from the land sales, Eileen, and also the Mirvac settlement team, just saying congratulations and the land's yours, which is quite a nice way to the end of the day.
So once we settled on our land, our construction started soon after. So settlement was on the 22nd of January, and then construction started and our site cut was on the 6th of April. Between this period of time, it obviously does seem like a portion of time. However, for us, it was just waiting on our builder to get back with final site plans and ensuring that everything is all right and accurate. So it was probably the longest wait for us. However, it was very worth it, considering we found our block at the end of last year and the end of October, beginning of November, and here we are already in it, and it, before end of financial year, so it was great. And
between that time, it wasn't just, I guess, sit and wait for us either. So straight after that January handover or settlement, we had colour selection, tile selection, fit outs, and sort of meetings with our builder anyway. So during that time, it was always exciting to sort of go to those, come back to the land, sort of sit on the land and just have a look at it, and just sort of, I guess, envision what it was going to look like for us at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So there are many exciting moments during the process of, I guess, buying through to moving in. For me, one of the most exciting, I guess, moments was rocking up to the house once the frame had been done. So the slab went down, which, yeah, it was great and exciting, but actually seeing it become a house and being able to walk through, see where a room was, and then sort of start to play around and sort of really see what it actually was going to look like. For me, that was, I guess, the best part.
I think for myself, it was more once the architraves were on and the cornices and things like that, because you actually got a proper feel of the home. When it was just a frame, you could see straight through, so I don't have the same imagination as you do. But I really needed to see all of the walls intact in there so I could actually picture ourselves being there. So I think that was probably the most exciting stage. And then definitely once everything was all in at that time, we could just put down and realise that all of our belongings are in the home and we're ready. That was, yeah, they're the two main things for myself.